afternoon, everybody. I want to take this opportunity through the Fourth Estate to speak to the football community, but also to the general public, that when the season began, we had engaged in a series of consultative meetings with the clubs to try and improve the league. I will re-emphasize that as the Federation of Uganda Football Associations, in order to achieve our vision, one of the objectives in the immediate future is to work on improving our competitions across board. It's a resolution that the FUFA Executive Committee took. How do we improve on our competitions? Because competitions is when football makes interface with the fans and the public. And a number of reforms have been proposed, discussed, implemented, modified to where we are. These reforms did not affect only the top league, but they affected all other competitions to the point that we have actually introduced even the 6th Division League. They are part of the bigger vision. They are part of the process to implement the technical master plan. As you are all aware, the technical master plan has 3 pillars, and pillar number 3 is about the professional league clubs or professional league club football, where we believe that once players are identified, they must be developed through academies and prepare for presentation in the professional league clubs for those who do not get the opportunity to go out of the country, and the 4th pillar being the life after playing. So as executive, we took a decision and created a league format that is supposed to be followed for the 2025-2026 season. And our objectives of the format, clear-headed, is to increase competition, reduce on the potential of match fixing or predetermination of results, create commercial good, and make the whole football environment an interesting experience and an event of going to. When we set out, we engaged, and like any new changes that come into place, of course, there were people saying yes, there were people saying no, there were people saying, okay, we do not agree, but we continue. So the league began, and the interesting bit was that our expectation was that it's going to be a new environment for everybody to be excited right from the way we had walked out of Chan, walk into the league, walk into AFCON 2027. Apparently, that's not what the case has been. So we decided to engage the clubs, to engage the sponsors, and those have been a series of meetings since morning. And the executive has just also ended to try and look at a situation, and it becomes our duty to inform the public, to inform the fans, to inform the general stakeholders of the game. And the decision of the executive committee has to score 3 goals. 1, the objective is to have fans in the stadium. But we have learned from this period since the league began that the league has been talked about more than ever before. We have never had a season where people have engaged in discussing about the league like the beginning of this season. Meaning that in any setting, the most important stage is when you introduce a product. People must first know about it. So as we speak today, even those who don't follow the league, everybody is talking about the league. So there is some positivity out of it anyway. There is a lot of energy that has been procured, that has been perceived in as far as the league is concerned. So being the leaders we are, being the federation that we are, we have not lost our moving target, and that is to ensure that we have stadiums that are full of fans. When we have stadiums that are full of fans, be a good environment for the sponsors, And like we have always had a unity for everybody to push in the same direction. So upon those consultations we have done with the clubs, upon those consultations we have done with the sponsors, and Mr. Rugendo is here as the chairman of the Uganda Premier League board, and he has been part of the meeting since morning. Mr. Kaulu is also here as the chairman of Lugazi Football Club, and he has been part of the meetings, and he has been allowed to sit in this press conference, and he even sat in the executive committee of FUFA, so that the view of the clubs is listened to at EXCO, but they also get the feedback. And he is sent here on behalf of the clubs. It is not his own appointment, but the clubs agreed that amongst us, let us have him attend the EXCO and also attend the press conference at the end of the day. So we have agreed that the 2025-2026 season, Rule 14.4 to Rule 14.12 of the regulations is suspended, and consequently they shall not apply. We have also agreed that the competition shall continue on a double round robin format. And we have also agreed that round one of initially the split league format continues as round one of the double round robin format. And we have also agreed that the fixtures and results of the 120 matches of round one will form the fixtures and results of the 120 matches of round one of the double round robin format. Now, this is the technical language I'm speaking, and I will want to make it simpler, probably in the language that everybody understands. One is that we have agreed that for this season we'll play a home and away, where all points from first round to second round, the way we played the last, or call it the previous season. At the end of this season, we believe that we shall have had enough time to explain what the new format is, so that the fans can understand, so that the sponsors can understand what are the objectives and what it is. This is an agreed position we have had with the clubs and everybody who attended the meeting. It has also been agreed that we will proceed, because the league is already going on, with the matches that have been played, with the fixtures and results that have been played. We have also agreed again with the clubs that this particular format is tried and tested in a lower league competition, which FUFA will choose, so that at the end of the season we see the pros and cons of having tried it in that lower division. We believe that at the end of the season we shall have an engagement and a discussion, so that by the new season we are able to start onto a format that everybody has understood and maybe has improved depending on whatever we shall have observed, wherever we shall have tried it. This is the position of the executive committee of FUFA, and it has been endorsed and agreed by the clubs, such that we can continue. So can we convert all the energy we have now into a direction that we push the fans to the stadium, we push the momentum, because football is all about the fans. And as a federation, we ought to listen. We have listened to our clubs, we have listened to our sponsors, we have listened to the general public, we have listened to the fans. That let us explain, let us package, so that everybody is in the same direction. And I'm very certain at the end of the day, we will achieve whatever we want to achieve with everybody on board. Thank you so much.